first award, Outstanding Alumni and Facility Honorees. This year, 4 alumni and 1 former faculty member are being honored for their achievements and service to Hamline University. These individuals take the values and the mission of Hamline to heart and deliver it to our community. We are proud to celebrate their achievements with their loved ones and colleagues. The Distinguished Service Award is given each year to an alumnus or alumna who demonstrates outstanding loyalty and service to Hamline University. Cindi, would you join me up here? Potaracke Broekemeier. I finally got that one right. Cindi's biography is in your program, and you can easily see why we have chosen to honor her today. Cindi Potaracke Broekemeier graduated from Hamline in 1991. I'm Dutch. I want to do a whole bunch of bad things to that. Earning a Bachelor of Arts and majoring in Management and French. After graduation, Cindi volunteered to be a class agent. And if you know what a class agent does, it is a thankless job, but she did it for 25 years, I believe. Thank you. She's a founding member of the Hamline Alumni Annual Board of Directors, the Alumni Fund, having served on that board for 12 years and has served as its chair for the past 3 years. Cindi volunteers with our Career Development Center here at Hamline, the Practice Interview Program, another place where we can interact with our students, Major Decisions Fair, job shadowing, and is a part of the Piper Connect. Cindi has supported many Hamline initiatives and has faithfully attended many Hamline events. In the community, Cindi has volunteered for junior achievement for more than a decade. She volunteers with the Minnesota Historical Society's National History Day program, Habitat for Humanity, A Brush with Kindness, and Wells Fargo Annual Community Support Campaign. Cindi has worked her entire career for Wells Fargo, or Norwest Bank, depending how we refer to them. She currently lives in Maple Grove with her husband. Cindi, thank you for your service to Ham. It is my honor to award you the Outstanding Service Award.
So thank you to the Alumni Board and to Bill Weaver. He was the one who gave me the phone call in May to let me know the good news, and I felt so honored when I received that phone call. So I'll tell you my Hamline story. Like many current students, I was a first-generation college student. So in the fall of my senior year of high school, I traveled from central Iowa to here in the Twin Cities to visit several colleges in the area and try to decide where I wanted to go to school. I selected Hamline as a result of my campus tour, and it was one of those moments where it just felt right. I knew that I was home, and this is where I wanted to go to school. I had many opportunities as a student, both inside and outside the classroom, and I'll tell you just about a couple. The first one was an accounting internship that I did my sophomore year. At that time, I was double majoring in accounting and French, and so I did an accounting internship. And I'm so grateful that I did it, and when I did it in my college career, because it was very pivotal. At that point, when I saw what it was going to be like day after day to be an accountant, I realized that's not how I wanted to spend the rest of my life. So I switched majors and moved into management and French instead. And I tell that story to students when I meet them here on campus and in other avenues, because I think it's important for them to see the value in internships, because sometimes it opens up your eyes to what it's going to be like in the real world, and you may decide, like me, that's really not what I want to do for the rest of my life, and it will give you an opportunity to switch gears. And I'm so grateful that I did it in my sophomore year, so that I still was able to switch and finish in 4 years. The second opportunity I wanted to highlight was residential life, or dorm living, as you might call it. I was very fortunate that my RA, that my freshman year, encouraged me to run to be part of the Manor Hall Council, and I became the representative for my particular floor in Manor. And from there, it just snowballed. By my junior year, I was elected president of Manor Hall. And in my senior year, I actually represented all of residential life on the Student Congress as chair of HERC. And I also was an RA in Soren Hall that year too. So I think sometimes with just a small amount of encouragement to folks, you never know where they might take that. And so I try to do that with people that I encounter in my personal and professional life too. So that's enough about Hamline. And I'll just spend a moment on my career. So my favorite experiences, I thought about what I was going to talk about today, actually doesn't have necessarily a lot to do with my day-to-day job, but rather an experience that I had at Wells Fargo a few years ago where I served on what's called the Community Funding Council. It was a group of people, it was about 50 of us around the Twin Cities, and we were all volunteers to do this. We all had to fit it within our normal day job. But for 3 years, we would serve on this council, and we had an opportunity to grant up to $200,000 a year to various nonprofits in the Twin Cities, and it just depended upon a particular funding focus that we had that year. And it was just such an incredible opportunity to be able to do that, both to be able to give them money, but then also see what the problems were in the Twin Cities and try to help do something about that by helping those nonprofits. And by my 3rd year, I was the chair, or co-chair of that group, and it was just an amazing opportunity while I had my day-to-day job there. So that's a little bit about me and my Hamline story. So thank you again for this recognition. I really appreciate it.